Working in the Vancouver Film Industry, a guide for young Australians. Hi, this video is designed to give you a brief overview of how young Australians can move to Vancouver to work in the film industry. But first, who am I? My name is Tessa, and I moved here in 2015. I was lucky enough to get work almost immediately as a PA, and have since worked my way up to second assistant director. I've worked with some of the industry's leading creatives on feature films and television series. If you are interested in a film career, these are my tips to help you. First off, why come to Vancouver? Vancouver is the third largest production centre in North America next to LA and New York, employs around 65,000 people. The industry spend is around $4.8 billion a year with an average of 30 movies and 30 TV shows. In short, it's a big industry that employs a lot of people. But how do you come to Canada and work? Luckily, young Australians are eligible for the IEC visa, or International Experience Canada. This is how I first came here. To get the visa, you must be an Australian citizen, you must have a valid passport, and be between 18 to 35. You have to have a minimum of $2,500 in your bank account to apply, but you can keep this for your own use. You will also need to pay for your own health insurance while in Canada. More information can be found on the Canadian government website, and you should check this as requirements may have changed since this video was made. So you have your visa, yay. Now how do you get to work? And yes, believe it or not, this is me at work. Basically, get involved in the industry. There are a lot of websites, groups, and Facebook pages for networking. These are just the ones I found the most useful when I started out. The community is huge. Meet people, tell them you're keen to work. Of course, it helps if you have an idea of what you're getting into, so this is a bit of a crash course. There are two main sectors of the industry, union and independent. Union has higher pay and stronger regulations. These are your bigger budget shows with bigger names. You also get things like health insurance and protections once you're in the union. PAs do not have to be in the union to work on a union show, which makes them a great entry-level job. Independent shows have more opportunity when you're new or looking to work in a higher role. They also have more flexibility within those roles. They could be a great way to network. They do, however, pay less and don't have as many protections or benefits. There are 5 main units in the BC film. Teamsters, which is mainly transport, IATSE, which includes LX, scripts, hair, makeup and wardrobe, and quite a few others, UBCP ACTRA, which covers actors, ICG is the Camera Guild, and DGC, or Directors Guild of Canada, covers producers, directors, production managers, assistant directors, and the locations department. When you first start in the film industry, unless you have a lot of experience, it's probably worth starting as a PA. In BC, all PAs are employed under the locations department. Production assistants are employed by the day, and it's a great way to get used to being on set as well as paying quite well. You do not require any experience or qualifications to get started. Basic duties might include crowd control, fire watching, parking, working with the public, cleanup, and sometimes traffic control. For more information, I strongly recommend checking out the Production Assistant Helper Guide available at the DGC website. This has been a very basic and brief overview, but hopefully it's given you an idea of how it's possible to have a career in the Canadian film industry.